rimchaksoa sakantikon Salgro Salaramni Koborna da'au koborrangko susul parakatgen.
Dauro salni anirang sasa bate batirgani gemen skulo poraingpa chatro chatirangna aroski geparangna BNI geta naljokaniko na geta skulni somerangko dingtangate kachina geta West Karo Hills District Authorities ni geta getaniko mija salni bako nataha andake dongemen somerangko jarke upper primary uni secondary aro higher secondary ona pringni do kolachi AM oni pringni chkhung kolachi AM ona kachina geta West Karo Hills District Authorities Skul ko chalaingpa kotongrangna getaniko nataha andake nursery oni lower primary ona salni dinganirang patirgani gemen April ni school ni May ni gniona khung school khaanirangko dontunga china gitaba school ni kotongrangna getaniko nataha.
Today all the schools have been asked to disperse the classes from 10 a.m. onwards. As today was also the school nutrition day, so we did not close down on the schools for today. However, all the classes were asked to be dispersed by 10:30 a.m. For tomorrow and day after tomorrow, all the LP schools and the nursery schools have closed down. All the UP, the secondary and the higher secondary schools have been asked to proceed for classes between 6:30 to 10:30 a.m. 6:30 to 10:30 a.m. only, and as per their convenience, as per their choice of the timing of this period. So that to ensure that we do not have any classes ongoing between 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is keeping in mind that education in itself is not about attending the schools. It is also about getting the quality education where the children can participate in a good environment for learning. Furthermore, we are, as per the IMD bulletin, the Indian Meteorological Department's bulletin, we are anticipating a bit of good winds and a little bit of rain post or starting from 1st of May. And we are hoping that this order does not have to be extended. However, if need be and whenever need be, we will be taking requisite action in this regard, taking into account the future prediction of the weather and the current temperature in the district level.
West Karo Hills ajamang sumbati Turajil au garigara skatang salengani chiramarangwa selongani rang batoroyengani gemen garigara chakhalengaparangna West Karo Hills ajani Deputy Commissioner rimthang machan niamko donata ne koborna vyataniko takataha ndagi Deputy Commissioner ni donat kemen niamrang ara metric tons kuna batte bostu salgbatra garirang Tura Municipal Area napna Skang District Administration oniko permission achina nanggen aro MT gni point bunga oni MT Skul ona bostu salgbatra garirang ba pringni dokpaji oni atham Skul baji ona Tura Municipal Area apna manjawa aro atam skuba jioni pringni dok pajiona san Tura jilla getare na manaigen ine koborna yataniko takataha ndaki ongen chimoba solkari ni kamko khaingpa garirangna de dingthang mancha district administration ni geta watani donggen indiba dalalgpa garirangko jakhalengpa solkari department rangba antangne driver rangna rakpa niamrangko donna nanggen aro driver rangna training rangko onnaniba department ni daitwan ongen ineba yataniko takatkwaha Ram aro South West Karo Hills aro South Karo Hills ona bostu salgpa garirangni rerur aniko nirokna geta police rang Turani nakhuram biap rango entry gate checkpoint rangko dongen aro West Karo Hills ajani ngo salur aingpa plak tadalgpa gari gorarang motor vehicle act Ruchachi Skul Sochechet nin ngo bostu salna dongemen aro garigo tharage salna dongemen niamrangko jarikna nanggen ini parakataniko dagatko ha West Karo Hills ajani ngo gari gora jakhalengpa plak manderangan motor vehicle ek Ruchachi Skul Sochechet nin ngo dongemen niamrang jekai motorcycle ba scooty salgiparang helmet ganani gari salgiparang seat belt ganani speed limit pa gari ko dongemen niam geta salani aro wandake niamrang ko jarikna nanggen aro unbaksana walni someyo jaachi regpa manderang name na manna geta daldalgipa garirangko reflex strip ko donna nanggen neba yataniko takataha bilsi chichet kapkhugijagpa aro license donggijakpa bisarangna gari salna onjachina geta maa pharangna ba Deputy Commissioner Kupatian baksa mikrakataniko onjolangaha
transportation limits within the Tura town area. This is keeping in mind the recent accidents that have happened which have led to grievous injury. Both tragic incidents which have led to grievous injury to two of our residents from the Tura town area. And in keeping in mind those tragic incidents as well as the growing population within the Tura town necessitating that we put a limit to the travel that happens here. We have issued guidelines order under 144 regarding limitation of these vehicles. So starting immediately, all the heavy vehicles which are above 9 metric tons to 10 metric tons, technically the 10 tire and above trucks will not be allowed to enter the Tura town area even during the nights. All vehicles which are light and medium goods carriage vehicles will between 2.5 metric ton loading capacity to 9 metric ton loading capacity, technically are 6 tire trucks, will be allowed to enter the Tura town area only during the night time from 9 p.m. onwards till 6 a.m. They will not be allowed during the daytime specifically, is something that we'd like to highlight very importantly here to everybody. This, however, is exempting the the heavy passenger vehicles, which, for example, are public buses which are carrying the passengers to and fro from Tura town area. Also, the government vehicles, which are heavy vehicles, which are doing either a government duty or are government vehicles itself. Moving forward, we have ensured that in the order we are putting in strict adherence to the norms of to the rules and regulations that are mentioned under the Motor Vehicles Act against overloading and overspeeding of vehicles of all vehicles under any category within the West Garhwal district. There is also a specific mention of drunk driving. The traffic police has to ensure that they have breath analyzers so that they are able to check on any drunk drivers and then subsequently send them for medical checkups and compounding and chalaning under the MV Act subsequently from there on. We will be following up strict traffic rules which will include wearing of helmets for both the driver and the pillion for two-wheelers and the wearing of seat belts for the four-wheeler vehicles which are traveling around. We also are asking the PWD department to initiate activity to put up safety signages, reflective strips and speed breakers in the Tura town area so that any harm that can be stopped or that can be halted with the help of these elements can also be taken up from our side immediately. Additionally, with the responsibilities, we have set out responsibilities for the public to ensure that they are in strict compliance of the traffic norms and the rules and regulations that are set out by both the state and the district administration as well as the central government through the MV Act. The responsibility has also been put upon all the drivers to ensure that they are carrying all the requisite papers, they are well trained and they are well aware about all the traffic norms and rules and regulations in the town area. And lastly, we are also putting a responsibility on the Deputy Commissioner as a district administration under this order to ensure that any such accidents which have happened resulting in a grievous hurt and in worse scenarios and tragic incidents of death, that there is a claim settlement officer in the office of the Deputy Commissioner where the family of the victim can or the victim themselves can come for a for the claim against the injury that has been caused due to no fault of their own. We additionally the Deputy Commissioner office will also be responsible for processing any exceptions to the permissions that have been that shall be given to the heavy goods vehicles, which will be plying during either the daytime or vehicles above 9 metric ton which need to ply through the Tura town during the night time. So in cases of exceptions for commercial activities either in the Tura town area or in and around Tura town area which is accessible only through the town premises, then permission of exemptions the exemptions will be processed through the Deputy Commissioner's office. This, however, keeps outside the vehicles which are large vehicles but are regularly utilized, for example, a fire brigade vehicle or a recovery van, including big ambulances if required, which may come under the purview of heavy vehicles, but heavy passenger vehicles rather, but are essential to the functioning of our Tura town area. So I will recommend that everybody kindly go through the order that has been issued by our office and check on the provisions, and we would urge to all the citizens to ensure that not themselves but their family members, the compatriots, the neighbors, they also with them are following due norms of the traffic regulation that have been enshrined in the laws. Lastly, much of this traffic congestions, much of the traffic violations can be stopped by ensuring that we do not do haphazard parking, do not do lane crossing, and do not do reckless driving in the Tura town area. We are a small town and we need to ensure that we have strict protocol regarding traffic and that we follow it in letter and spirit in all times possible. So my best wishes to everybody through this medium. And if there are any recommendations, we'll be very happy to take them in. You can always drop into my office and share your recommendations.
Da al salni koborang yan non bu naha ni swing pa sakantikon betel.